where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning into real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Shield TV. I'm your host, Darren Ryan. Let's break down some WWE topic here. Monday Night Raw kicked off with a bang, bang, bang. This whole thing between Braun Breaker and Ludwig Kaiser, I hate to say it, but I feel like Braun's just gonna annihilate this fucking guy. I mean, he's had opportunity after opportunity, but at the same time, he's got in the way of what the Celtic Warriors' whole purpose is to become the Intercontinental Champion. And I think after he gets squashed, hopefully he gets squashed, Sheamus makes his return. Joseph, this is a WWE podcast called Shield TV. It's on Roku right now. Just go on Roku, turn on your Roku TV, or if you got the Roku stick, you can end up watching this from the Huddle Sports Network, free channel on Roku. But anyways, back to the WWE topic in hand. This is a pro wrestling podcast, mainly WWE. Celtic Warrior is going to come back. Sheamus is going to come back. And he's going to absolutely destroy Ludwig Kaiser. All right. Do I think he has a chance? Yes, with no interference, I think Sheamus has a chance. Do I think that Kaiser may get the upper hand? Possibly. Maybe he has a shillelagh in hand. Maybe he uses those grimy, slimy Imperium tactics. I don't know. I'm not ruling anything out. I mean, he, destroyed New Day, got them pretty banged up. Anybody that really came in the way, I should say, of Gunther, he helped destroy. Again, slimy, grimy tactics. Okay. The only person I've really seen him go at one-on-one and like somewhat destroy was Sheamus. But at the same time, you got to think about it. Sheamus trying to deal with Braun Breaker, trying to deal with Ludwig Kaiser, and he was trying to deal with Pete Dunne all at the same time. maybe Pete Dunne gets thrown into this. I think that after Ludwig Kaiser, if Sheamus doesn't come back, I would love for Pete Dunne to dethrone Braun Breaker and then have it Pete Dunne versus Sheamus at WrestleMania. I would absolutely love that. Now the match that I would want them to have would be a ladder match with the Intercontinental Championship hung above the ring. Just that classic Iron Man match. Bring back the Razor Ramon and the Shawn Michaels memory of the ladder match. That's just iconic to me. This whole women's mid-card situation has absolutely been great. Like, these tournaments have been great. I'm a little disappointed that Tiffany Stratton got beat by Mi Chin, but also at the same time, Mi Chin's been working her tail off since she got the opportunity to fight for the NXT Women's North American Championship. She's been fighting and clawing, waiting for her moment. If she beats Chelsea Green and becomes the United States champion, I'm going to give her flowers. She's done everything that she set her goals out to do when she got rehired by WWE. She's made the most of her return back to WWE. And I think, this is just a step forward for her in the right direction. Now, that being said, the Women's Intercontinental Championship, that's still a toss-up. Either way it goes, I'm not going to shame anybody that wins, because they're all fighting to make history. This will be the first time that you'll have a women's United States champion. This will be the first time that you will see a women's intercontinental champion. Like, this is history in itself right now that we're watching before our eyes. For all of us that do watch wrestling, this is a moment in time that we all can remember looking back on it. Like, Vince McMahon left, everybody thought, what's going to happen with the company? No, Triple H just came in right away, just knocking one tier down at a time, knocking wall after wall down to break those barriers down and to pretty much revolutionize the wrestling business. And I think that Triple H is, and I've said it before, I think Triple H has been doing a remarkable job. So for the first time tonight, the Saturday night's main event will be on NBC local, and it will be on Peacock tonight. Jesse the Body Ventura will be doing commentating. Interesting to hear the Body commentate. The man's a gem on the microphone. Like, this is old school. We're talking about like old school. The Body commentating with Vince McMahon, that was an old school commentary team. So it'll be interesting to see who they pair him up with, which it might be him and Michael Cole, and forgot the guy's name that they signed from that was from ESPN, who's on Raw, but it'll probably be those three. And Liv Morgan, she faces a fierce opponent, Io Sky, tonight. This one, I feel like this is going to be a remarkable match, but at the same time, I feel like Judgment Day is going to get involved. They don't want, Liv to not retain. Raquel Rodriguez is going to come out. Her boy toy Dom Mysterio is probably going to come out. He's probably going to get his ass kicked. Safe to say, I think she retains. Because I think it's going to be her and Ripley at WrestleMania for the title. And we're also going to see Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes do Battle Night. Cody Rhodes is coming out one time only. Triple H gave him a briefcase, one time only. He only can do it tonight. It's going to come out with the old WWE American Eagle with the Wings Championship. That was the one that his father fought for, and it got taken away from him. So he's trying to hold this legacy intact for his dad and for himself, to make a name for his family. Kevin Owens, on the other hand, him, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre, they are all disappointed with everybody who's sided with the Bloodline, mainly Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens, but I could see something happening with Seth. I mean, yeah, him and Sammy are cool for the moment, but who's to say that these three aren't going to link up to go after anybody who, turned their back on their friends to help the bloodline, the old bloodline. That's going to be a story within itself. So tonight, because of all the attacks that McIntyre's had on not only Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Jimmy Uso last night, him and Sami Zayn are going to be going one-on-one. This is going to be a really interesting fight also. This whole Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes fight, Cody retains. Not only is he fighting for himself, his honor and integrity, but he's also fighting for his fallen friend Randy Orton, who viciously got attacked by Kevin Owens. So that still sits with him also. And I'm also looking forward to January 6th. So fast forward from Saturday Night Main Event. January 6th on Netflix, Tribal Combat. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. That got announced last night. All for the Ula Fala. Now, do I think it's going to be a fair fight? Yeah, the both bloodlines, possibly going to be in the back. This is where the Seth Rollins, the Drew McIntyre, and the Kevin Owens come into play here. Who's to say they're not going to get involved? Who's to say that The Rock, they're going to be on Netflix. Who's to say The Rock's not going to get involved? Depending on his schedule. Yes, he's doing movies and he's doing a bunch of other stuff right now. But who's to say that he doesn't fit something in a schedule? Usually if WWE goes to a town that he's already like working in, doing like shit for Hollywood and shit, he'll show up. You know, just to be a part of it. He'll just show up. So yes, I can see The Rock showing up. But it's still to be determined whose side he's on. Is he on Roman's side or is he on Solo's side? Me personally, I've been thinking this since Solo began this tirade of no more Roman's bloodline, it's my bloodline. I think The Rock is pulling the strings here, honestly. And I think it's going to be setting up for if Roman does beat Solo and takes Ulafala, I believe it's going to be setting up for Roman versus The Rock this year at WrestleMania. Honestly believe that. And Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. I feel like this is going to get pushed to a main event type WrestleMania match. So I think for the first time ever, CM Punk will be a part of a main event at WrestleMania. He'll be going one-on-one against his former student, Seth Rollins. So it's going to be teacher versus protege. I think that would be an excellent match to have at WrestleMania for, I'd say, night one, main event. And night two, I would say have either Cody Rhodes be the main event, or I'd have Gunther be the main event. It can go either way here. The elimination chamber is coming up too. That one I am absolutely looking forward to. I love when they fight in the steel cages. I love the Hell in a Cell matches. I love War Games. And I love Elimination Chamber. I think you're going to have Gunther for the men. You're going to have Gunther. And I think they're going to do one for the women, which is going to be Liv Morgan. Honestly, I would like them to do two for the men and two for the women. But I mean, now that you got mid-card titles for the females as well, I think they can do that. They used to do that. So they need to go back to that. Honestly. I remember I used to watch Elimination Chamber. You'd have the men's for the WWE, and you'd have the World Heavyweight Championship. SmackDown would have their Elimination Chamber, and Raw would have theirs. Basically, the top champion that carried the show always defended his title in Elimination Chamber. So what I think is going to happen is you're not going to see both top, like the top guys. So between the United States champion and the Intercontinental champion, right? It depends on the story mode for the story for both of them. I honestly believe that, depending on what the story looks like, the guy that doesn't have the best story, like rivalry right now, is going to get put in the Elimination Chamber to defend his belt. Which It's not going to be Braun Breaker. I want it to be Braun Breaker. It's not going to be Braun Breaker. So I feel like it's going to be LA Knight. If they do decide to do 2 men chamber matches and 2 women chamber matches. So I think it's going to be, this happens, I think it's going to be LA Knight defends his belt inside the Elimination Chamber. And then, so this Gunther thing going on with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. This is getting really fucking juicy right now. So with Cody Rhodes not having that many opponents and all that, I feel like it's going to be Cody and LA Knight in the chamber for the men. For the women, Liv Morgan, and it's going to be the winner of, I'm going to say the United States champion. Whoever's the women's United States champion, you're in the chamber. Or it's going to be the Intercontinental. Because, you know, you'll have the world champion for the women's, and you'll have the women's Intercontinental, and then for the men, the WWE, and then the United States. I would do it like that. That way, you know, both belts are, all 4 belts are technically defended. You still have the WWE Championship men's, women's world champion, which is the heavyweight championship, similar to the men's, but these are females. Men's United States Championship, and then the women's Intercontinental Championship. I also believe that Naomi and Bianca, I think Naomi has something to do with this whole Jade Cargill thing. I think Naomi cost Bianca her and Jade's belts. I just don't see her as a good tag team partner. I watched many of her matches recently, and she's fucking getting destroyed in most of her one-on-one matches. Yeah, she's had some good defenses here and there, fighting somebody where she came out on top, defended herself like she should. There's a lot of times where she's got her ass kicked, and I just feel like she's going to be the weak link. Because don't get me wrong, I would love to see Jade and Bianca. Now you got Jade with a lesser opponent, plus Bianca's going to be carrying the team anyway. Bianca's what her slogan stands for, EST. She is the EST. So it's going to be Naomi's greatest tag team partner, EST. And I just feel like they're going to get beat by Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Now, with that being said, I think Tiffany Stratton, it's going to be only a matter of time before she cashes in on Nia Jax. There's only so much somebody can take when it comes to being put down, criticized, embarrassed, humiliated. All this is boiling up, and Tiffany Stratton's already starting to get the crowd reactions. All that lets me know is she's becoming a babyface. I thought she did great in the United States championship tournament for the women. But I do say though, I hope Michin beats Chelsea Green. I can't stand Chelsea Green. She reminds me a lot of Maxine Dupree. No skills, no talent. I just don't like the unathletic wrestling type Barbie dolls. It's like you should just fucking stay in the back. The only chick who I liked that was skinny that could fucking fight, other than Lita, was Michelle McCool. They were for their size and their stature, they could get it done. Outside of that, it's just WWE is trying to fill that void. When I say fill that void, look when they brought in Kelly. So this whole Alpha Academy shit, it's just turned into a fucking jobber faction at this point. Like the fact that now that, you know, most of the time you see them now is they're fucking backstage. It's not until they, you know, get called out to the ring or actually have a match. So eventually I feel like they're going to be getting pushed out. Yeah, I think they're going to get pushed out. I could see them going to NXT to rebrand themselves. Honestly, if Adam Pearce makes the right decisions, I would, you know, put them in NXT. Bye-bye. Let them go to NXT. They can duke it out with fucking Chase U and shit. Don't want to see him. Now, with that being said, I would love to see with this this transfer portal shit between brands with the superstars. I would love to see Obafemi on fucking Raw or SmackDown. I would love to see that. Still waiting to see if Pentagon Jr. Comes to WWE. I'd love to have him in WWE. I would love to have Rey Fenix in WWE. I would love the Lucha Bros to be on Monday Night Raw and dethrone JD McDonough and Finn Balor. These guys have been a joke as a fucking tag team. They don't carry the honor in defending their belts. Yeah, they won it fair and square, but it's like, dude, you still have to do your part as a champion. You have to fucking defend your belt, whether you like it or not. Okay? You don't just get to fucking walk around with them like they're, you know, just something for fucking show here. No, dude, you actually have to literally put them on the line and literally duke it out for those belts. And I'm going to be really, really irritated if they hold their belts and beat the War Raiders. Somehow beat the War Raiders, because War Raiders, I feel like they need their flowers, and this is a time for them to get their flowers. And what would be interesting for me as a wrestling fan who enjoys great tag teams, great tag team wrestling, is to see the War Raiders versus the Lucha Bros. That would be like between the Raw brand. And on SmackDown, for me, I would have to say I'm going to have to go with Gorillas of Destiny, a.k.a. Tamatonga Tongaloa versus DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. So one of them's one-on-one, one of them's triple threat tag matches. Where the Usos could come into the play with this, there's hints happening right now that either Roman and them go to Raw or stay on SmackDown. So maybe you see the Usos on SmackDown, or maybe you see the Usos on Raw, which I wouldn't mind either. I love Jimmy and Jay. I think they're a great tag team. Now what I want to see, now that the New Day is turned heel, which I'm sorry, Big E, but when you fucking flat out wait until the fucking anniversary to even poke your head out to try to save the tag team when it's on the brink of falling apart, probably gonna get the same reaction that you got from fucking Xavier and Kofi Kingston. Don't wait till the fucking end to offer some help, some support, anything, dude. Like, you guys started the group together as brothers, all three. Okay, brothers to the end, brothers to the core, yada yada yada. Right? You end up getting fucking hurt. They make a valid point here. I'm not saying your injury's fake or nothing, but I'm going to be optimistic because of what they said. All right, I believe, because this is, this evidence is not really evidence, but this has been thrown upon me. Look at all the people that Kofi brought up. Kurt Angle broke his freaking neck. He won the Olympic gold. Okay, at the Olympics. All right. Broken freaking neck. Had that surgery, fucking came back, right? Stone Cold Steve Austin took a pile driver from Owen Hart. All right. Broke his neck. Yeah, he was out of action. Had surgery. Came back. Edge got injured because of a thing with Brodus Clay, aka Tyrus, right? Was told he'll never be able to wrestle again. He had to relinquish his World Heavyweight Championship, which was a fucking sad night, being a edge head. And guess what? Dude ended up having surgery. Yeah, he waited a lot of fucking years because they told him, like, probably never going to be able to wrestle again because these doctors are being really precautious with you when you have a serious injury like that. They don't want you to go back to what injured your neck. So he started experimenting. He started doing stuff that, he used to be able to do. And he's like, whoa, look at that. Neck's not bothering me. Makes that call, goes back to the doctor, and they clear him because that natural healing. He had to take that break in order for that to properly heal for the time being, right? So he comes back. wins the Royal Rumble. Okay. Gets a shot. Yeah, he lost, but he got a shot. He came back. Okay, that was his redemption tour right there, right? You had to wait a long time to come back. Then you had this person is no longer a part of WWE, but I'm going to say his name anyway. Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan. Broke his neck, right? They told him, nope. Doctor said, probably never going to have to wrestle again. Guess what? Daniel Bryan. What did he do? They put him backstage. He was also on Talk is Smack for a while. He also had a authority role in the company where he would come out and tell people what to do here and there, right? And eventually, same exact thing with Edge. He was doing stuff that, he used to be able to do. Goes and sees the doctor. Doctor says, "Hey, I think you can, go ahead and do that now." Comes back, wins the championship opposite of Edge, and then eventually loses to Kofi Kingston, right? And just recently, I believe Daniel Bryan had re-aggravated his neck, which is sad to hear about in AEW, and I think that's why he called for his retirement, whatever the situation may be, right? Now look at Big E, right? Still not saying his injury is fake, right? Now look at Big E. This man is still big as hell and looks like he's getting bigger, right? Still working out, still doing everything he's able to do except go to the ring. This is where that's what's kind of odd to me, right? You're in the gym, you're still, doing all the stuff you were doing in the gym before you broke your neck. And you're telling me nothing's getting aggravated, and you haven't fucking really seen from what Kofi and Xavier are close to you, right? And you're telling me you haven't been to the fucking doctor to go get that surgery or have that fucking looked at. Serves you, in my opinion, as someone that has friends that are like brothers. If we were in the same situation, part of WWE, same type of storyline, and if it was vice versa, one of us had the fucking Big E thing going on, and the other two were having a tussle, squabble, and a potential like fallout, and you wait till the last minute to come out and say, "No, guys, we started this," and sob story, bro. At this point, you're a liability. You're a liability right now because you know why? God forbid something happens to that neck, or God forbid the truth comes out about that neck, and maybe it's not broken. Maybe it's not broken. Maybe this is all just a buildup. But if it's a buildup, why are we waiting this long for a buildup? All right. Last time we had those long waits of a fucking buildup with that same type of injury was during the Vince McMahon era. And guess what? That was fucking Edge. And that was Daniel Bryan. This ain't the Vince McMahon era anymore. This is the Triple H era, the Paul Levesque era. So guess what, Big E? Now that WWE is going back to TV 14 and they're going to Netflix and all that fun stuff, guess what, buddy? This ain't no fucking easy going, easy peasy, fucking don't hurt me era anymore. Go light on me era anymore. This is where the big boys come to play. So if you really didn't fucking injure your neck, why are you sitting around on the fucking kickoff show when in reality it should be former legends? And reality is you should be in the ring. You should probably be going after Cody Rhodes to get that WWE Championship back, or realistically, your ass should be in NXT beating the fuck out of Rich Holland, who put you on the shelf. So coming from Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, I feel the same way about it. So, with that being said, I'm happy that the New Day turned heel. I got tired of the whole fucking fruity tooty cosplay shit. You know, it was good while it was at its peak, but Vince McMahon really fucking drove that shit in the ground, right? But when it was at its peak, they had some damn good matches with the Usos, right? Damn good matches with the Usos. And now with them being heels, I would love for them to finally capitalize together without Big E. Go after the War Raiders. War Raiders beat your ass plenty of times, fucking took you out of action. And guess what? You can go after the Judgment Day. You know, they put the pause on you. You can go after Final Testament. They put the pause on you. You can pretty much throw down with anybody right now on Monday Night Raw if you think about it. Any like tag team. So they have every shot right now. As good as the War Raiders, in my opinion, to dethrone Finn Balor and JD McDonough for their Raw Tag Team Championships. Which I'm holding Adam Pearce to it. I think he's doing a great job with being fucking hard on them, since Finn thinks that he doesn't have to defend his already fucking title around his waist, that he can just get another title shot. But buddy, if you're gonna get a title shot for another championship, you still gotta defend your title that you already got. Or I can fucking strip you of that title, and we can send your bitch ass back to NXT like the other go around you had when you were the Prince, right? So unless you want this whole Judgment Day fucking experience to go bye-bye, you need to tell your Irish lad JD that you both need to defend your belts. So I don't understand the whole Judgment Day situation right now. I get it, they brought Raquel in, but Carlito is just like, you're just getting used as a grunt to do dirty work. Like, there really isn't any fucking legit role for you in the Judgment Day. So I don't know why he decided to fucking join the Judgment Day. If I was you, I probably would have stayed with the LWO and not attacked fucking Dragon Lee. All right. Because, you know, at least in the LWO, you were fucking respected, buddy. But Dom, I think, is eventually gonna get pushed out. I feel like it's only a matter of time before he links back up with his dad. And you can tell they're kind of already getting tired of Finn. Finn's way this, Finn's way that. Pretty sure that, you know, now that Liv's taken over, I think she can do a fine, good job as a leader. Now, Finn just needs to worry about what the fuck Finn needs to do to fucking keep those belts and actually find better help to help him fucking beat people up, because coming out to the fucking ring with you and JD, okay, that's one thing. But fucking bringing Dom and Carlito out, dude, Carlito and Dom get fucking beat down fucking 10 out of 10 times. Just saying. You're just bringing them out to get their ass kicked. And it's not until you two get in the ring and fucking, you know, pull that whole numbers advantage that they, you know, they actually get some chance to actually fight back. So not digging the whole Judgment Day situation right now. My opinion, you got two clowns in there right now, Dom and Carlito. They need to get pushed out, and then Finn and JD need to do their part in defending the belt, and possibly Finn gets his ass kicked out. Possibility here. And I would also like to see SmackDown do something, because when I'm getting to think about it here, with this whole transfer portal thing with between brands and the WWE, I could see SmackDown trading, or, you know, somebody requesting, you know, to go into the portal to go over to Raw from SmackDown. I could see the OC with AJ Styles going to Raw, and that leads up to Finn Balor leaving the Judgment Day, joining the OC. We get a fucking slight taste of some fucking Bullet Club action that's not just AJ and the Good Brothers, but you add in Finn, and then eventually I think you add in the Guerrillas of Destiny. Eventually, when they get away from Solo, and you finally have like a legit fucking faction that can run and go toe to toe with the OG bloodline. I think it could go toe to toe with the Final Testament, and it can go toe to toe with the Wyatt Six, no doubt about it. So I think it's only a matter of time before factions start making sense again. Because right now they're, you know, obviously, like I said before, there's a rift right now going on with the Alpha Academy. I think they need to go take the portal to go to NXT, get rebranded, and then the whole Judgment Day. What the fuck, dude? Like, yeah, the main objectives, obviously, Rhea and fucking Liv, right? They throw Raquel into that situation. Raquel and fucking Liv and Rhea. There's that tension there. And you add Dom into that whole Rhea thing, right? Then flip that, and then you got fucking Damian Priest that they're going after. So they're still fixated on the other two, but it's just like, dude. And it's a bad love triangle gone wrong now. Now it's just a fucking hexagon, dude. Like, I don't know what's going on with it, because it to me it was badass when Edge first fucking created it. I thought it was fucking badass. Uh, I thought it was like his way of, giving back to WWE before he left, as a big thank you, and also, giving back to the newer generation of superstars after him, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor. And with the whole purple get up thing, I just feel like, my opinion, that's a tribute to the Undertaker. All right. And I always loved Edge versus Undertaker, or, matches with Edge and the Undertaker in it. I always loved it. So now it's just like, what the fuck's going on with the Judgment Day? Another faction where I'm just like, what the fuck about right now is Legado del Fantasma. You guys have been getting your can kicked pretty much every time you've challenged LA Knight. And it's only been about Santos wants this, Santos wants that. Santos can't fucking win a fight. That's what I've been noticing, dude. So how about you stop fucking threatening Nick Aldis, talking about, oh, I can just call Adam Pearce. No, dude. I'm getting sick of fucking seeing shitty factions on fucking TV, when honestly, on the main roster, Triple H should fucking make it a fucking rule. If you're a shitty faction, you stay your ass in NXT or go to NXT, dude, because you want the best of the best to be on your fucking main roster, which is Raw and SmackDown. I don't want to see a fucking shitty faction every fucking week, dude. Fucking boring me out. No, I want to see great factions doing what great factions do. I don't want to see fucking Alpha Academy fucking standing in the back talking about how, oh, Tease, is going to be eating some fucking beef, and fucking Tozawa is going to be fucking dancing, and, Maxine the Priest is going to be fucking modeling fucking pictures. No, dude. Hell no. And hate to say it though, but I really like the way that they're doing with Chad Gable right now. Finally got him a solid group with him. Finally got him out of that piss poor fucking Alpha Academy bullshit, which is disrespectful to American Alpha, in my opinion. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable were a great fucking tag team. Jason Jordan got hurt, so he can no longer compete, and he is a backstage official now. So he comes out when there's brawls and shit. So, if you're a WWE fan, you will see, and you know who Jason Jordan is, you will see him running out and trying to break up brawls. Also, you'll see Jamie Noble, and you'll see fucking Joey Mercury as well. But I can't stand Alpha Academy. Bunch of jobbers, and did right by Chad Gable. Put him with the Creed brothers, all right? He's got two good fucking men around him, and he's got an excellent women's wrestler with him too. And he just, like, the way that they got Chad Gable right now, he reminds me a lot of it, and the comparison's going to be there, a young Kurt Angle. No broken neck, but, he's got the fucking German suplexing going on. He's got the ankle lock. And for some odd reason, this man chooses to fucking hit the fucking goddamn Chris Benoit headbutt from the top rope. And I'm just like, my guy. No. Nope. I feel like he needs, if they're gonna try to do something like how Team Angle was, I think they need to do away with getting Gable to do more of like Kurt Angle shit. So a lot of legends I've noticed have given the okay for other wrestlers to use their moves. So now a lot of wrestlers have adopted legends moves, right, into their own playbooks. I would love to see Chad Gable Angle Slam. I'd love to see it. Do I think he has the upper body strength? Not on most guys, but you'd probably be surprised because at the same time, remember how big Kurt Angle was, and Kurt Angle could throw motherfuckers like it was no tomorrow. Kurt Angle had skinny arms, but he had a hell of an upper body, and he had a hell of a good workout routine for them fucking them thighs and them legs, where he can get a good foot placement. He could throw you over his shoulders like no tomorrow. They need to do that with Gable. Gable's an excellent technical wrestler. I'll never discredit Gable's work, but if you're gonna make him into a really, really good wrestler, in my opinion, you need to give him a lot more of the Kurt Angle traits. And I feel like he can really elevate himself, and he could take it to Braun Breaker. If he really elevates himself, is able to do that, I think he can make the most of that situation. But only and after Sheamus finally is Intercontinental Champion, I would like that to happen. Because right now, I'm all about seeing the Celtic Warrior do what Destiny wants him to do, and that's win that Intercontinental Championship. For the greater good of WWE and the WWE Universe, and for all the Celtic Warrior fans out there that love Sheamus. All right, y'all. I will catch you guys next Saturday at 11 a.m. here on Shield TV on Roku. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll be back here next Saturday at 11 a.m. Central